What is a doula? I have had a doula for my first two births, and I highly, highly recommend it if you are in your first, second birth. Just as far as a coach, a doula is an amazing coach, and that's really one of their primary goals in helping you is to help coach you through. Now, you might think that like a midwife or an obstetrician can do the same job. I kind of thought that I had an obstetrician when I had a doula, and then I had a midwife, and I kind of thought that a midwife, if you have a midwife, a doula, they're kind of the same thing, but they're not. Even a midwife is very much there, focused on the baby, focused on any emergencies, making sure you're healthy. They got so much on their mind. They have all the paperwork. I've actually received the majority of my coaching from my doula. The doula is really there to focus on you, what you need, and just helping you through the birth process. They're also there as far as your birth plan. They help you to figure out what your birth plan is, and then they help you to try to stick to it as much as you can. And this is huge, especially if you're doing a hospital birth, that they can advocate for you in terms of knowing what you want and how you would like it to go. And so, if you're wanting to do a natural birth, for instance, the doula can really help you. To figure out just like prioritizing what's the most important in your birth plan and trying to help make that happen. Obviously, it can't like obviously there's emergencies and sometimes it doesn't always go the way we want it to, but a doula can definitely help advocate. Whereas when you're in the middle of birth, you are really not thinking about what's going on around you. I was amazed actually how much for me, like once you kind of get in that zone and you are in active labor, you are just focused on like getting this baby born and you have like really no idea what's happening around you. I was amazed how much I was not even aware like who was in the room, what was going on. You're kind of in this zone. And so having a doula who can then really advocate and know your birth plan is huge. And then even that, like then your husband can be there as a support to you as well in that, and they're not trying to make decisions with the doctor. They can be there focused on you as well. So I just found having a doula, both between like the coaching aspect of it, like I said, pretty much all my coaching has come from doulas, plus like just that whole advocating for your birth plan and making sure it goes the way that you would like it to go, if that's possible. That's huge. And I know, like, I've heard personally from stories from women who they wished that the birth experience would have been different. And I feel like a doula could have really helped. Because the last thing you really want is to walk away with regrets, wishing something else would have happened and having regrets from how the birth and labor actually went. And so a doula can really help you to feel like, if it doesn't end up going the way you wanted it to go, the doula helps you to stay on track as much as you possibly can, and then okay, this was not this was really the option, this is what we needed to do, as opposed to feeling like you just couldn't advocate for yourself in the moment for what you wanted, right? Now, a doula is also really there as a support for the dad as well, because it is so hard to watch somebody that you love go through pain. And so, a doula can really help be there as an encouragement to him, just even to help him not to feel like if he's like, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to help her. It just helps to give him the reassurance that there's somebody else there to help his wife, right? But the other thing is, I found like a doula also kind of like pampers you during labor, if that's possible when you're in the middle of pain. Where my doula was like bringing in drinks if I needed something, asking if I need anything, drinks, food. Um, Honestly, like I had done a hospital birth and I was contemplating doing a home birth. And my kind of one of the things that was holding me back was I said, I don't know. I really love those warm blankets in the hospital, and I just don't know if I wanna do a home birth because the idea of, like, having the baby and then, like, I got, like, this warm blanket, and it was just so amazing after giving birth that I was like, "I don't know if I wanna do a home birth, I'm not gonna get that." And my sister, who had just recently had a hospital birth without a doula there, she was like, "What warm blanket?" And I was like, "Oh, that was my doula." So even things like that, she went and got me a warm blanket afterwards, just really that this taking care of you and kind of pampering you a little bit more than the care you would get otherwise. Um, The other thing that was really cool is my doula did pictures of the whole thing, and so she caught all those moments and, first time holding the baby and that whole process and documented it, and so that's just a really special keepsake that we could have never had otherwise. She also documented, like, a journal of the whole progression of the labor, which was really cool because we could go back then and see exactly what time things were happening. Again, I'm not totally with it once you get into that labor zone, and so I was able to go back and kind of read the story and see a little bit more how my labor progressed, even just from like an outside perspective of how things were looking and not just trying to remember things, but actually I had it documented in front of me. And so, if that's something that you would like, again, it's like a birthing coach. Clarity on your birth plan, someone to advocate for you, someone as a support for dad, someone as just that little bit extra pampering, somebody who can really document the memories. Those are things you want to look for when you're looking for a doula. And if that's something that you find is just really valuable in the whole birth experience, then you might want to start looking for doulas in your area. And even just if it's something where, again, it's your first time having a baby or you're just lacking confidence in having a baby, I would definitely say hiring a doula would be so valuable for you. I think, in terms of just so much of birth is having that confidence that you can do it. And a doula can help you achieve that. So I hope this helps. It is mail day, and I'm excited to open these. So I'm going to see what's inside here quick. One of the things with having a newborn is that they go through clothes so fast. And our little guy is just blazing through. He is so chunky and he's just blazing through clothes. He's like 3 months and he's in his third set of outfits. And I was like, yikes. So we got some little zipper jammies. I love these at night. It's just so easy to put them in, and I do not want to be dealing with buttons at night. And then I got a couple more. And I honestly, I got these because they're very, very neutral. And a lot of things, it's tricky. Like, you try to get neutral and you think it's neutral, but then it often does lean a little bit one way or the other. So these ones, what I loved about these is that they are just so neutral. Just very clean. And so I got one of these, 2 different sizes, because these were just such a good deal and they were very neutral. And then we got, yeah, basically these are all jammies. Like, I find that those first few months, they live in jammies. Let's sleep under the stars. Yes, those are very cute. Okay, and then I also just got, my daughter is going to be super excited about this because we are going for the summer. We're heading into the summer, and she needs a new swimsuit, so she is going to be thrilled. She loves her water and stuff, so she's going to be thrilled with that. Okay, and then I was gonna say, I am planning on doing a video that is for just Caden's first wardrobe. I'm just waiting till he's a little bit further through the first year's wardrobe just so that I can kind of give a more accurate. But I really want to lay out for you guys kind of the essentials, the things that I've used, the things I haven't used, how much do you need, all of that kind of stuff. So you can be watching for that video in a few months, because I definitely know that often it's hard to know what do you actually need, how much of things do you need, all of that kind of stuff. And then we also have one more package here. See if I can get it open. This one, stuck. Okay, this one is a timeline, history through the ages. So we are homeschooling our daughter. She's in grade 1. She's going into grade 2. And I'm really excited. We're in the spring, getting fall curriculum right now. And so this is one of the things I want to be doing with her, and just really setting up that timeline so she can visually see where things happen in place. So again, I'd like to do another video on that, of just curriculum, what we're using, what's working, what I like about it at some point. And so if that's something that's interesting, that you are interested in, watch my channel and you will see a video coming out on that in the next little bit. All right. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this one, consider checking out some of my other videos that are up right now. I have one that's on natural birth pros and cons, also just natural birth pain management. And so, if those are things that you are thinking about and you are wanting to do a natural birth, you might want to go over and check out those videos as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Hit the like button, subscribe below. Oh, oh.